Gaffer, Cheltenham to come on Saturday. What can we expect from them?
Tough game since Darrell's gone in. He's turned around. Teams like Derby, Oxford, one more, Wigan. Good teams have gone there and not been able to beat them. So you know the environment there is tight pitch, really small, and they put the ball forward. They put it in the box. So tough game, but one that we're very, very capable of winning. We need to make sure that we defend properly, get first and second contacts on the ball, and try and play our game.
They had a very difficult start to the season, which was well documented with the number of games they went without scoring, but they've picked up 8 points from their last 5 games. So although they're at the bottom of the table, certainly the recent form doesn't reflect their league position. Yeah,
I mean, I can't say I've watched too many games. I've watched the last 4 or 5 since Darrell's come in because it's been pointless to watch the previous ones. But I think sometimes teams at this league can, if you're at the bottom, for me this is a league where there's two different leagues going on at once, and probably only Stevenage have broke that mantle of the top teams, the bigger clubs, and the rest. So I think if you're a club like Cheltenham, it can happen. You can go through periods similar to what we're going through at the moment, and what you do is you work through it. They've got some good players, especially up front. Lloyd's a threat. So you keep working, you keep getting through it, and they've come through that.
Where do we need to be strong on Saturday to make sure we get a good result?
Well, I think our centre-halves are going to need to be dominant. We're going to need to win first and second contacts. Our midfield players are going to have to track runners and get on second balls. And from set plays and long throws, we're going to have to be defensively strong. So I think if we are, then we can certainly hurt them, because they do have certain, obviously at the bottom of the league for a reason, they've got certain deficiencies that we think we can hurt them. So we need to make sure that first and foremost we turn up with the attitude of we're going to stop you from playing and stop you doing what you're good at, and then obviously if we can implement our game, then it'll be a good day for us.
Just looking back to last Saturday, the scoreline, or the final scoreline, certainly didn't reflect the opening 40 minutes or so. What positives could you take from it?
No, it doesn't. But we give the goals are too easy. I think the first one was difficult. It's a good strike by the lad, and it's gone through Dan Happ's legs, so it's difficult for Sol to save it. But the second one, a minute after half time, after we've decided what tactics we're going to go, we're going to have to, sit and suffer and defend and be narrow, for them score after 40, 50 seconds, isn't good enough. And then the third one is embarrassing, really. So I don't think a team at this level should concede. I know we're chasing the game, but it's not like there's 90 minutes on the clock. There's still a good 12, 14 minutes to go, and it kind of kills the game for us, and it puts a dampener on it and a more of a different attitude towards the game. But I thought for the first half an hour, 40 minutes, the players were good. We still need that extra quality in the final third. I think we should be. I think Paul Warne said it in his interview that we should be 2-0 up in 10 minutes. So if you don't, then it's going to be difficult. At the moment we're having good periods in games, and we need to score in them good periods, because when we're having a bad period in the game, the opposition is scoring.
How are we looking team news-wise ahead of Saturday?
Tough one. We're going to have to wait on a few. There's been a few illnesses, a few little issues. Ruel trained today for the first time. Pratt's has trained for the first time after feeling there's been a bit of a bug going round. A couple of them recovered. A couple of them still struggling. We had a good game against West Ham on Wednesday for the lads that needed it. All of them come through well. It was a good performance. So there might be 1 or 2 that are missing out. We'll just need to make sure that they're feeling fully 100%.
And just lastly, a message for the fans who are heading up to support us in Cheltenham at what is always a tough time of year financially with Christmas.
Yeah, no, they'll be travelling up in the numbers as they always do. They've been fantastic. Keep your heads up, keep going. That our supporters, more than every club in the country, the most important part of the football club is the supporters, and they love the football club. I love this football club, and when you're not winning, it hurts. But after the 6 years ago, this club means more to our supporters than probably the majority of clubs because of what happened. We work all week. I work all week, probably harder than anyone at this football club, to try and get a result to make them happy. And when you're not making them happy, it ruins my week. It ruins my life. My missus isn't happy when we get beat because it's difficult for her. So I understand where they're going through. I'd like to think that in the last 20 months we've given them some unbelievable days out and unbelievable memories. And we want to give them some more. brilliant days out, and obviously if over Christmas it'll be even better. So stick with us. We always said that this season was going to be work in progress, and we need to develop. But no, show loyalty. You know, I'd like to think that I've shown loyalty in this club to this club over a period of time, especially in the summer. But please show your loyalty to the players, and if the supporters can show loyalty, and I can show loyalty, and the staff can show loyalty and support and guidance to our team, then this team will get better. It will get better. But when you want success, you have to go through periods like this. You know, nothing ever comes easy. You have to go through certain periods if you want to be successful. So we're going through them. We're going through a rough patch. Stick together, be vocal, be supportive, and if we can support the players are the most important thing, because they're the ones that go out on the pitch. And at the moment, a couple of them are lacking a little bit of confidence, which we're trying to turn that around. So travel up, support as well, like you always do. Get singing the players' names and give them some confidence, and hopefully we can turn this run around and go on a run where it turns a negative into a positive. We can all have a good festive season.